Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael and Carlosa, for joining us. And my name is Jiao Yue. You can call me Jojo. I'm from Confucius Institute for Business London. So Confucius Institute for Business London is the only and the first Confucius Institute set up within a public university in the UK, which oriented in business Mandarin education. So today's session, the China Business Briefing, is actually one of the key elements of a series of a public lecture that we deliver on a regular basis. So China Business Briefing is a part of the key module of this executive education. So today, we are very honored to invite Sue Yang to join us to deliver this session focusing on cross-border digitalization. Sue is the founder of Happy Service, who is a highly accomplished fintech professional with 17 years experience in financial market, front office, and product management. So throughout Sue's career, she has built up extensive expertise, particularly in fintech, by working with the UK public limited company involved in building, acquiring, and spinning off companies valued at hundreds of millions. So it's our great pleasure to have Sue today to talk about cross-border digitalization in China. So without further ado, I will pass on to Sue for today's session.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jojo, for your introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on cross-border digitalization, a holistic view of digital payment in China. I'm Sue, as introduced by Jojo, founder and director of Hub Services, and also a product called hubfx, a multi-currency banking solution. So over the next hour, we will dive into the dynamic landscape of digital payments in China, focusing on both personal and business transactions across borders. We'll begin by exploring the foundational aspects of the Chinese cross-border payment landscape, examining key platforms and processes that facilitate personal payments. From there, we will navigate the complexities of business to personal, personal to business, and business to business transactions, discussing strategies for seamless cross-border transactions. Digitalization has revolutionized e-commerce in China, and we'll also uncover how this transformation has shaped consumer behavior and business strategies alike. More importantly, how e-commerce has changed the digital payment landscape and their future trends. Alongside everything, we will address regulatory considerations and compliance measures that businesses and individuals must navigate when operating in this dynamic environment. We encourage you to ask questions in the chat throughout the session, and we will address them at the end to assist you further. I will spare around 10 minutes in the end. And any questions, especially regarding international digital businesses and payments, are welcomed. Okay, so let's get started. So China's digital payment market has experienced exponential growth in the recent years, driven by factors such as increased internet and mobile phone penetration, government support, and a preference for cashless transactions. The market is categorized as by a diverse range of players, including established financial institutions, tech giants like Alipay and WeChat Pay, and niche and local payment providers. The Chinese government has implemented regulations to ensure stability and security in the digital payment ecosystem, balancing innovation with financial stability. China is also a hotbed for innovation in digital payments, with new technologies and services being developed and launched regularly, including mobile wallets, QR code payments, and blockchain-based solutions. Moving on to the personal payment, first of all. So Alipay and WeChat Pay are the dominant players in the field. Alipay, owned by Ant Group, is a leading third-party mobile online payment platform in China. It has evolved from a payment solution for Alibaba online marketplace to a comprehensive financial service provider. And WeChat Pay is an integrated payment feature within WeChat, China's most popular messaging and social media app, developed by Tencent, launched in 2013, and it has quickly gained popularity for its convenience and extensive user base. So in Alipay, users can transfer money directly to friends and family using their mobile phones. Alipay is widely accepted in both online retail and physical stores offline across China. Users can recharge their mobile phone credits directly through the Alipay app. Alipay is tightly integrated with Alibaba's e-commerce platforms such as Taobao and Tmall, facilitating seamless transactions for millions of users. It supports a wide range of services beyond payments, including wealth management, insurance, and credit scoring. On the other hand, WeChat Pay also enable users transfer money to contacts, making group payments and also split bills seamlessly. It is also accepted by numerous merchants for both online merchant purchases and in-store transactions. You can pay bills, top up mobile phones, and access various lifestyle services directly through the app. WeChat Pay benefits from its integration within the WeChat ecosystem, which includes social networking, gaming, and business services. So both platforms now facilitate international transactions and have extended their reach beyond China, with a strong presence in Southeast Asia and Europe, which is the expansion boasted by our merchant solutions, which is called Hubby Merchant Solution. So there are other players in China, such as China UnionPay, a state-owned card payment network in China. Established in 2002, it has grown to become one of the largest card payment organizations globally, much like Visa and MasterCard in the outside China's world. UnionPay is widely accepted across China and increasingly in international markets. UnionPay cards can be used for ATM withdrawals, online shopping, and in-store purchases. UnionPay also offers various services, including credit and debit cards, mobile payments, QR payments, and is known for comprehensive coverage within China. Some other smaller players, maybe audiences are not very familiar with, JD Pay. So JD Pay is a payment platform developed by JD.com, Jingdong.com, one of China's largest e-commerce companies. JD Pay is mainly used for transactions on JD.com and its affiliated websites, but also expanding into offline payments now. It offers various financial services, including consumer loans and merchant services, which enhancing the shopping experience on JD.com. Baidu Wallet seamlessly integrated with Baidu's extensive ecosystem. It is designed to enhance user experience by providing secure and convenient financial transactions. Baidu Wallet caters to both everyday consumer needs and complex financial activities. Tencent Wallet is part of Tencent ecosystem. It is also another digital wallet service that complements WeChat Pay. Tencent Wallet is used within Tencent's apps and services, including QQ, and for transactions on other partner platforms. Tencent Wallet integrates seamlessly with other Tencent services, providing a unified user experience for payments and financial services. For visitors to China, obtaining an Alipay or WeChat Pay account can be complex due to the requirement of a Chinese bank account and a phone number, which nowadays requires real name registration. Therefore, using platforms like Apple Pay and PayPal may be more convenient. Apple Pay and PayPal accounts can be set up with international bank accounts and phone numbers, making them more accessible to non-residents. Many visitors are already familiar with the use of Apple Pay and PayPal in their home countries, so it will reduce the learning curve and enhance user comfort. Both Apple Pay and PayPal are widely accepted by international merchants and increasingly by other Chinese smaller retailers, making them practical for shopping, dining, and other transactions in China. These platforms are known for its robust security measures, which is a significant advantage for users concerned about the safety of their financial transactions. While Alipay and WeChat Pay dominate the domestic digital payment landscape in China, alternative platforms like UnionPay, JDPay, and Tencent Wallet cater to specific niche and offer additional options. For international visitors, Apple Pay and PayPal provides a practical and secure way to manage payments without the complexity of setting up local payment accounts. The only limits here is local merchants often only, some smaller local merchants often only accept the major three payment methods. So you will need to be prepared to carry some cash with you when shopping small. Next, we are moving to making payments to China. So there are a few ways through bank transfers, third-party payments, platforms, money remittance services, and through digital currencies. So to start with the most traditional one, bank transfer. So you can transfer money from your bank account to a Chinese bank account using SWIFT. You will need a recipient's bank name, address with code, which is standard. However, on top, you will need a SNAP code, the China National Advanced Payment System, which is essential for processing cross-border payments, and it acts similarly to sort code in the UK for China merchants to accept cross-border payments. Domestic bank transfers. So if you are already in China, you can use domestic local bank services to transfer money between accounts. Most Chinese banks offer online and mobile banking options, and they're quite advanced. Third-party payment platforms, as mentioned, Alipay WeChat Pay. If you are settled in China for long term, it's better to get Alipay WeChat Pay. But you can also use PayPal or use hubfx, which is our service, which will facilitate cross-border transfers for personal very soon. Western Union and MoneyGrams are the remittance services available to send money to China, and the benefit of it is the recipient can withdraw cash from their local stores. But probably you need to be aware the services come with higher fees and less favorable exchange rates. So that will make them less cost effective for you to transfer money to China. Digital currencies is the interesting one here. So some individuals and businesses use the cryptocurrencies for international payments due to lower transaction fees and faster processing time. But in 2017, China banned cryptocurrency exchanges. And in 2021, it further intensified its effort by declaring all cryptocurrency transactions illegal. This regulatory environment makes it difficult for individuals and businesses in China to utilize cryptocurrencies for international payments or any digital payments. Despite these restrictions, the development of digital yuan, a central bank digital currency, CBDC, represents China's move towards a state-controlled digital payment system. So the digital yuan aims to provide a regulated, stable alternative to private cryptocurrencies, facilitating secure and efficient digital transactions within the country. Some considerations and challenges when making payments to China. Firstly is the currency conversion. It is very important to understand the exchange rates and the fees involved when sending money to China. So these rates determine how much one currency is worth in terms of another. They are influenced by various factors, including economic indicators, market demand, and geopolitical events. It's important to check current rates before making a transaction. Financial institutions often charge fees for converting currencies. These fees can vary widely between banks and money transfer services. Comparing fees from different providers can help you minimize costs. Some banks and money transfer services add a markup to the exchange rate as part of their profit margin. This means the rate you get may be less favorable than the middle market rate. And also be aware of hidden costs that may be not immediately apparent to you, such as additional charges for international transfers or receiving fees on the recipient's end. In terms of regulatory compliance, it is essential to be compliant with Chinese regulations. China has a stringent regulations governing foreign exchange and cross-border payments. The safe state administration of foreign exchange oversees foreign exchange in China and enforces regulations. Understanding SAFE's requirements is crucial for ensuring compliance with your transactions. Transactions involving $50,000 to individuals or more require careful attention to regulatory details. Proper documentation is often required for larger transactions. This might include contracts, invoices, and proof of the nature of the payment. Some transactions must be reported to Chinese authorities. Make sure you understand when and how to report these payments to avoid penalties. Be aware of any limitations on the amount of money you can be transferred in and out of China. This can vary depending on the type of transaction and the entities involved. Security, this is much as you use any digital platform, you need to pay attention to use a secure platform. Make sure you verify recipient details, and always be cautious of potential scams and fraudulent activities. Double check any unusual or unexpected payment requests and confirm their legitimacy through independent channels. Use platforms that offer two-factor authentication or even multi-factor authentications, which is featured in most of the Chinese apps for an added layers of security. And this helps you protect your account from unauthorized access. Regularly monitor your transactions for any unusual activity. Promptly report any discrepancies or suspicious transactions to your financial institutions. By understanding these aspects of currency conversion, regulatory compliance, and security, you can ensure smoother and safer transactions when making payments to China. Accept personal payments from China. For example, when you are a UK business. So if you are a business in the UK or Europe, then our Hubby Merchant solution can help you accept payments from individuals in China through Alipay, WeChat Pay, and so on. But there are restrictions that apply, and I am certain it is the same with other regulated services. First, we cannot register companies or businesses involved in property sales or investment activities. Secondly, we do not support businesses engaged in buying, selling, or exchanging cryptocurrencies at the moment. And such solutions that we provide are tailored for e-commerce businesses, education providers, and physical merchants operating locally in the UK or in your jurisdiction. Accept personal payment from China if you are a, say, UK individual. So you can either use your existing bank if they provide such solutions. There are quite a few banks nowadays provide multi-currency bank accounts to you with the small fees. Or you can open a hubfx multi-currency bank account that we provide. That gives you the convenience of having one account with multiple currency details. This means you can receive payments in GBP, EUR, USD, and many more, all in the same account. To facilitate transactions from China, you can ask your sender to convert Chinese yuan into desired currency, GBP, EUR, USD, before initiating the transfer. Once the currency conversion is completed, your sender can transfer the funds directly to your named hubfx account or your bank accounts via the SWIFT network. This setup not only simplified the payment process, but also helps you to save on potential currency conversion fees and ensures that you receive the funds promptly and securely in your preferred currency. Moving on to business cross-border transactions in China. So navigating B2B cross-border payment in China shares similarity with the personal payments, particularly regarding considerations such as currency exchange rates and security measures, as previously mentioned. However, there are distinct differences, especially in compliance requirements and the range of digital payment platforms and financial management systems available to enhance day-to-day treasury operations and overall efficiency. Facilitating B2B transaction across borders entails not only overcoming challenges such as fluctuating currency exchange rates, but also adheres to stringent compliance requirements and dealing with varying payment infrastructures across many different countries. Business must stay informed about regulatory changes in respective countries, especially in China, and employ robust strategies to manage currency risks and ensure secure transactions. While personal payments involve relatively straightforward compliance measures focused on individual identity verification and transaction limits, business payments require comprehensive and multi-factor compliance procedures. This encompasses detailed business verification, rigorous reporting, sector-specific regulations, and strict adherence to international standards to ensure financial integrity and regulatory adherence. So in personal payments, in compliance, usually what we see is compliance typically ask for simpler KYC processes, know your customer processes. Individuals are usually required to provide basic identification documents such as passports, national ID cards, or driving licenses. Personal payments often have lower transaction limits to mitigate risks. These limits help prevent money laundering and other illicit activities by capping the amount of money that can be transferred at one time. Personal payment transactions generally involve fewer regulatory reporting obligations compared to business payments. For most countries, only transactions that exceed a certain threshold need to be reported to financial authorities. However, in the business payments world, KYC or a client's onboarding is much more complex. Business payments need a rigorous KYC, know your customer, and KYB, know your business processes. This includes verifying the identities of company directors and beneficiary owners, as well as scrutinizing the business registration documents, financial statements, and operational records. While business payments can involve higher transaction limits due to the nature of B2B transactions, they also require enhanced monitoring. This ensures compliance with anti-money laundering regulations and helps in identifying any suspicious activities. Business must adhere to more complex and stringent regulatory reporting requirements. This includes regular submission of detailed reports on transactions, maintaining comprehensive records, and ensuring that all payments comply with international AML, anti-money laundering regulations, and counter-terrorism financing, CTF regulations. Depending on the industry, business may need to comply with additional sector-specific regulations. For instance, financial services, pharmaceuticals, and import-export businesses often face higher scrutiny and more detailed regulatory requirements. Business payments require meticulous adherence to tax regulations, including accurate reporting of cross-border transactions for VAT, GST, and other tax purposes. You need to ensure compliance with international tax law. This is crucial to avoid penalties and legal issues. For higher risk transactions, businesses may need to perform enhanced due diligence. This includes in-depth investigation and continuous monitoring of high volume transactions, as well as maintaining ongoing updates of business relationships and activities. Cross-border payment gateways. So cross-border payment gateways play a very crucial role in enabling seamless transactions between business in different countries, as well as in China. Key offerings include a seamless currency conversion, robust risk management protocols, and stringent adherence to regulatory compliance. By utilizing these services, businesses can significantly reduce the complexity and risks associated with cross-border payments, ensuring that transactions are executed swiftly and securely. One of the standout benefits of cross-border payment gateways is their advanced feature set tailored to meet the needs of modern businesses. These gateways support multiple currencies, allowing businesses to transact in the preferred currencies of their trading partners, such as our product hubfx. Integration with e-commerce platforms is another critical feature, enabling automated payment processing that aligns with online sales and operations. Additionally, real-time transactions monitoring provide businesses with immediate visibility into their payment activities, helping to detect and address any issues promptly, thereby maintaining the integrity and efficiency of financial operations. The landscape of B2B cross-border payments is continually evolving with new technologies like blockchain and digital trade finance platforms leading the way all over the world. These innovations are enhancing transparency and security, reducing transaction times, and increasing overall efficiency in managing international trade globally. By adapting these cutting-edge solutions, businesses can stay ahead of the curve and capitalize on the benefits of streamlined cross-border transactions. As mentioned previously, while the non-CBDC yuan digital currencies are not accepted in China, its development and broader adoption will be observed in the coming days. These advancements promise to enhance transparency, reduce transaction times, and increase overall efficiency. So why not, right? Understanding the nuance of B2B cross-border payments in China is essential for businesses looking to optimize their international payment processes by navigating the unique challenges of compliance, leveraging advanced payment gateways, and staying abreast of emerging trends. Companies can enhance their operational efficiency and successfully manage their global transactions. Now, move on to digitalization and growth in China e-commerce. China stands at the forefront of global e-commerce, buoyed by its advanced digital infrastructure, expansive consumer base, and burgeoning middle class. China boasts one of the largest e-commerce platform markets globally, underpinning by a robust digital infrastructure and widespread internet penetration. Mobile devices drive a significant portion of e-commerce transactions, with consumers preferring convenience smartphone-based purchases and digital payment solutions. Increasingly, Chinese consumers are embracing international shopping, fueling growth in cross-border e-commerce platforms and payment methods. China's e-commerce success is also supported by a well-developed logistics network, ensuring efficient delivery nationwide, even in remote areas. All these developments have paved the way for global expansion. China brands are increasingly embracing direct-to-consumer D2C models as a strategic approach to expand their global presence through platforms like Amazon, Temu, Tmall, TikTok, Shein. This shift allows brands to establish direct relationships with international consumers, bypassing traditional retail channels. By leveraging those platforms, Chinese brands can effectively reach global audiences, capitalize on e-commerce trends, and enhance brand visibility. The D2C approach also provides greater control over marketing strategies, consumer base, and product pricing, thereby fostering agility and responsiveness to market demands in diverse geographical markets. This digital transformation underscores China's leadership in local e-commerce, driven by technological innovation and consumer brand. So the rapid expansion of e-commerce has catalyzed the evolution of Chinese cross-border payments, influenced by advances in AI, mobile-first strategies, and cloud computing. These technologies are pivotal for facilitating transactions in both directions, whether businesses are selling to China or selling from China to global markets. AI enhances transaction security and efficiency, while also tailoring user experiences based on individual preferences, thus enhancing customer satisfaction and trust. Mobile-first strategies align with consumer behavior, ensuring seamless and accessible payment processes on mobile platforms. Cloud computing supports scalable payment infrastructures, enabling businesses to deploy and manage systems with agility and cost effectiveness. Together, they create a robust ecosystem that supports seamless and efficient cross-border transactions, catering to the growth demands of global e-commerce markets. So I want to, we have mentioned some regulatory considerations and compliance previously. Here I want to highlight some China-specific features that was our attention. Firstly, China's regulatory framework is heavily influenced by government policies and directives, with a strong emphasis on ensuring stability, security, and control over financial transactions. This contrasts with more decentralized regulatory approaches seen in some Western countries. China has stringent data protection laws that ensure businesses to comply require businesses to comply with specific regulations for the collection, storage, and processing of personal information. These laws are tailored to the Chinese context and may differ significantly from the GDPR in Europe or similar regulations in other regions. Digital platforms in China are subject to censorship and content regulation enforced by government authorities. This can impact how businesses operate online and the types of content they can distribute, which contrasts with the relatively more liberal regulatory environments in some other countries. China has actively promoted financial inclusion through digital payments, leveraging technology to extend financial services to underserved populations. This includes rural areas and migrant workers who may not have access to traditional banking services, and a focus that differs from the primary regulatory priorities in some other regions. So understanding these differences is crucial for businesses looking to operate in China's digital economy, as compliance with local regulations and adapting to unique market dynamics are essential for success in this dynamic and rapidly evolving landscape. So finally, I want to talk about the future trends in Chinese cross-border payments and e-commerce from 3 perspectives. Artificial intelligence stands at the forefront of transforming Chinese cross-border payments and e-commerce. By leveraging AI, businesses can optimize payment processes, enhancing efficiency and reducing operational costs associated with cross-border transactions. AI's robust capabilities in data analytics enables advanced fraud detection mechanisms, as mentioned before. This ensures secure transactions and fostering consumer trust. AI-driven insights enable businesses to personalize customer experiences, tailoring services to individual preferences and behaviors. As e-commerce evolves, AI's role will become increasingly pivotal, driving innovation in payment technologies and creating more seamless, secure, and personalized cross-border payment ecosystem that meets the dynamic needs of global consumers and digital businesses. The mobile-first approach is set to maintain its dominance in the digital payment landscape, especially in China, where mobile wallets and app-based payments are rapidly gaining popularity. Chinese payments and e-commerce apps such as Tmall, Shein, TikTok are making significant strides in international markets, reshaping consumer behavior and influence global digital transaction trends. These platforms offer seamless mobile phone payment solutions that cater to the growing preference for convenience among consumers worldwide. With their user-friendly interfaces and robust security measures, they are capturing a large share of the global e-commerce market. As more people rely on their smartphones for daily tasks, including shopping and payments, these apps are setting new standards for user experience and transforming the way businesses engage with their international customer base. As consumers increasingly opt for convenience of smartphone transactions, mobile payment platforms such as Alipay, WeChat Pay, alongside with Apple Pay, PayPal, as well as our payment technology and platforms, hubfx and hubfx, we are all broadening our capabilities beyond basic payments. We are now including comprehensive financial services like wealth management, insurance, trade finance, healthcare solutions, and so on. This evolution mirrors a larger trend towards integrated mobile ecosystems that cater to diverse aspects of daily life. These advancements not only enhance user experience, but also solidify their pivotal role in shaping the future landscape of cross-border payments and e-commerce within China's digital economy. Cloud-based solutions have a global impact nowadays by facilitating more efficient and secure cross-border transactions. Businesses around the world can leverage their technologies to expand their reach into international markets, streamline payment processes, and offer seamless customer experiences. By reducing infrastructure costs and enhancing scalability, cloud-based payment solutions enable businesses of all sizes to compete on a global scale. Moreover, the adoption of cloud technology supports innovation in financial services, driving advancements in digital payments, fintech solutions, and e-commerce platforms globally. This global adoption contributes to the interconnectedness of economies and promotes economic growth through improved efficiency and accessibility in cross-border economies. Next, I want to bring the audience into the Q&A session. If you have any questions, please feel free to maybe open your mic.
Thank you very much, Sue. Actually, we do receive a couple of questions in the chat. Shall we start with those questions then? Yeah.
Yes.
So the first question from John, he's asking as a visitor, not based in mainland China, and not the mainland Chinese. It happens to him like, it normally is the problem that to open up account, make it quite difficult to negotiate any business transactions. So do you have any ideas on how to overcome this?
So he's trying to open an account in China.
I guess so. So yeah, have problems with opening a account. I assume that's a Chinese bank account.
Open a bank. Okay. Yes. So there are international banks. Obviously, I don't want to be in favor of one particular bank here. So there are banks, they operate globally that enable you to open a bank account in China if you have an account with them, for example, already in the UK. There are quite a few of them, but if you happen not to bank with them, it is probably useful for you to speak to anyone working in the financial sector to introduce you to a bank manager to understand your situation and see if they can facilitate a bank account locally in China for you.
Cool. So John, I'm not sure if your question be answered here. If not, you can unmute yourself and clarify a little bit more. Or we can move on to the next question from Douglas, who asking, can you provide any specific examples of the application of AI to cross-border e-commerce?
Wow, we have so much to talk about in AI. Where to start? There are so many. I'll just go through probably those highlighted ones. So AI, as we all understand, will definitely help to enhance automation. And also it helps, for example, to secure your account and help you to authenticate your account when you open an account, log on to process the payment, to add a beneficiary. AI can be all used in those scenarios. Also, in the customer experience side, you can use AI to personalize your experience. It's most cases coming from the e-commerce platforms. So as far as I know, there are probably more than 20, even 50% of the investment into technology development are used in developing personalized AI for those big giant and technology companies. And another beauty of AI is to be used in regulatory compliance. So for example, nowadays, I'm sure when you open a bank account, you must be asked for ID yourself. Authenticating the ID is AI technology. At the next step, recognizing your face is another AI technology. So that's another use case. Also, a very important aspect in cross-border transactions in terms of compliance, as mentioned before, is real-time transaction monitoring. And most payment companies we either work with or work for, work together before, they are now all using that technology to monitor their transactions to fulfill the requirements from regulators. To answer your question, there are so many. It's a shame I can't go into the details, but if you're interested, because I'm a massive fan in AI, you're more than welcome to reach out to speak to me. We can have a session individually on that.
Yeah, thank you, Sue. I think John just to follow up some like comments in the chat.
Oh, okay. So John is saying there needs to be a more friendly approach. I agree with you. That needs to be actually go to the banks and probably furthermore the regulators in country. But yeah, definitely agree with you. It is a shame that you can't walk into a bank, open an account, just like you in the UK. Having said that, UK, from my experience, is probably the most open environment in terms of foreigners opening accounts. But when I first moved to the UK, it is required for us to print loads of documents to walk into a branch to prove we are who we say we are to open an account. So hopefully in the future in China, you can open an account by doing that very soon.
Thank you, Sue. Do we have more questions from our audience? please feel free to unmute yourself and speak out your question. If not, you can type your question in the chat box. I assume that's a no. In that case, thank you very much, Sue, for this very insightful session talking about cross-border digitalization and payment. I really appreciate your contribution today.
Thank you. I hope this session is helpful. If you're involved in cross-border trading, please contact us by scanning the QR code. And we offer free consultation sessions. And also, please feel free to reach out. Happy to talk about AI implications in cross-border payments and cross-border businesses. Yeah, thank you all. And thank you, Jojo, for giving me this opportunity to talk here. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sue. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us online. It's a pleasure to have you today. And please keep an eye on our newsletters and also the new events, upcoming events that we posted on Eventbrite. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you in the future again. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.